Come along with us on an unforgettable epic 12-day road trip through Norway. From the capital Oslo all the way up to the breathtaking Lofoten Islands, with plenty of scenic stops, charming towns, and cozy moments along the way. It's going to be a trip to remember. Let's hit the road. As we continued our drive, we passed through one of Norway's impressive engineering marvels, the Lærdal Tunnel. Stretching over 24.5 kilometers, it's the longest road tunnel in the world. Designed with gentle curves and special lighting zones to keep drivers alert, the tunnel connects Lærdal and Årland, making travel through the rugged mountains faster and safer. A big thanks to the friendly group of Chinese travelers in this car for turning an unexpected 2-hour roadside stop into a memorable little adventure. The Stegastein viewpoint is an architectural masterpiece that extends 30 meters out from the mountainside, 650 meters above the Årlandsfjord. This stunning platform offers jaw-dropping panoramic views of the fjord and surrounding mountains, making you feel like you're floating above the landscape. It's one of Norway's most iconic viewpoints and an absolute must-visit for anyone exploring the region. The Flam Railway is one of the most scenic train journeys in the world, running from the fjord village of Flam up to the mountain station of Mordal. Covering a 20-kilometer stretch, it climbs nearly 866 meters, passing through steep mountains, 20 tunnels, and offering incredible views of waterfalls, valleys, and picturesque landscapes along the way. Flam is a charming village nestled at the inner end of the Årlandsfjord in western Norway, surrounded by towering mountains, cascading waterfalls, and lush green valleys, making it a popular destination for scenic fjord cruises, hiking, and the famous Flam Railway. We left Flam around 10:30 at night and began our drive through the winding mountain roads toward Bergen. The journey was both thrilling and tense, especially as we encountered 3 large trucks coming fast around narrow, curving stretches, heading straight toward us on tight mountain beds. Navigating through those moments in the dark, along with a few unexpected detours, made the drive unforgettable. Eventually, we reached our stay in Bergen safely, with the adrenaline still lingering. We spent 2 nights in a beautiful, spacious house in a town called Scenic, just outside Bergen. Perched on a hill, the home offered stunning views of serene lakes right from the balcony. The kids had a blast jumping on the big trampoline in the garden, making the stay even more special. Huge thanks to Elise for generously offering your lovely place to us. It truly felt like a home away from home. On day 2, we had a slow and relaxing start. Woke up late, freshened up, and enjoyed a warm cup of Indian tea while soaking in the stunning view from the balcony. Before heading out, we hopped into the car with the Hanuman mantra playing, just to keep those evil eyes away, on a funny note. With the whole day ahead of us, we were all set to explore the beautiful city of Bergen on foot. Bergen, known as the gateway to the fjords, is Norway's second-largest city and a beautiful blend of nature, history, and culture. Surrounded by 7 mountains and stunning coastal views, it's famous for the colorful Bryggen Wharf, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its charming harbor atmosphere. With scenic hikes, vibrant markets, and a rich maritime past, Bergen offers the perfect mix of adventure and charm, making it a must-visit on any trip to Norway. While exploring the city, we got to taste the world-famous reindeer hot dog sausage from the popular Trekroner hot dog stand, a must-try local favorite and a true taste of Norway's street food culture. One of Bergen's most iconic attractions, Mount Floyen offers breathtaking panoramic views over the city, surrounding fjords and mountains. Just a short ride up on the Floyen funicular, it's a perfect spot for families, hikers, and photographers alike. At the top, you'll find scenic walking trails, a cozy cafe, a playground, and even some friendly mountain goats, making Floyen not just a viewpoint, but a refreshing escape right above the city. Fun fact, parts of the popular Tamil song Unforgettable from the movie Co were beautifully shot right here, adding a touch of cinematic charm to this already stunning location. On day 3, we said goodbye to Scenic and began our scenic journey toward Loen. Along the way, we crossed 2 ferries, passed through countless tunnels, and drove over numerous bridges, each turn revealing more of Norway's stunning landscapes. It was a long but beautiful drive, filled with breathtaking views at every stretch of the road. While traveling toward Loen, we entered a breathtaking mountain pass that truly felt like stepping into another world. It's called the Svolvær Valley. Surrounded by towering peaks, lush greenery, and crystal-clear streams, this hidden gem offers some of the most magical and untouched landscapes in western Norway, making it a truly unforgettable part of our journey. By evening, we arrived in the charming village of Reinebringen and checked into a beautiful home owned by Mattis. Our host, Joran, welcomed us with a warm smile and genuine kindness, and gave us a lovely tour of the house. Spread across 3 floors, the home was absolutely stunning, offering breathtaking views of the snow-capped mountains, the peaceful lake, and the quaint village below. Right next to the house, there was a large raspberry farm, and we couldn't resist heading over to pick some fresh berries ourselves. We ended up buying a couple of boxes of sweet, delicious raspberries, such a simple joy that made our stay even more special. This beautiful house would be our home for the next 2 nights. On day 4, we woke up feeling completely refreshed, had a relaxed brunch, and set out with a simple plan: to visit the iconic Geiranger and return by evening. We marked a few pit stops along the way, including Stegastein, Loen, and a few random yet picturesque spots we might stumble upon. Little did we know, we were about to witness one of the most magical days, where nature would unfold its divine beauty before our eyes. Picturesque town in western Norway, known for its stunning natural beauty, where turquoise lakes, lush valleys, and towering mountains meet. It's a popular base for exploring glaciers, hiking trails, and scenic drives, offering a perfect blend of adventure and tranquility in the heart of the Fjord region. We continued our journey toward Geiranger, and the drive itself was absolutely breathtaking. Cruising through snow-covered mountains in the middle of summer, with winding hairpin bends and dramatic landscapes all around, felt almost unreal. Along the way, we came across the stunning Breathtaking Valley, a wide, glacier-carved valley surrounded by towering peaks and flowing streams. We couldn't resist stopping there to soak in the beauty and capture some unforgettable memories. It was one of those magical spots that truly took our breath away. Geiranger is a stunning village tucked away at the end of the Geiranger Fjord, one of Norway's most iconic and scenic fjords, and a proud UNESCO World Heritage Site. Surrounded by towering mountains, dramatic cliffs, and cascading waterfalls like the Seven Sisters and the Suder, Geiranger feels like a hidden paradise. Whether you're gazing out from the famous Reinebringen viewpoint, cruising through the fjord, or simply strolling through the peaceful village, every corner offers a picture-perfect view. It's a true highlight of any trip through Norway's fjord country. We drove our van onto the ferry and set off on a scenic cruise from Geiranger to Hellesylt, an unforgettable experience that gave us a whole new perspective of the majestic Geiranger Fjord. As we glided through the calm, deep blue waters, we were surrounded by towering cliffs, lush green mountains, and cascading waterfalls. One of the highlights of the journey was passing by the famous Seven Sisters waterfall, a group of 7 streams gracefully tumbling down the mountainside. Right across from them, we could also spot the Suder waterfall, adding a touch of local legend to the breathtaking scenery. Along the way, we saw a few abandoned mountain farms clinging to the cliffs, telling stories of a time when people once lived in these remote and dramatic landscapes. The ferry ride wasn't just a means of transportation. It was a peaceful, almost magical journey through one of the most beautiful fjords in the world. It gave us time to soak in the raw beauty of nature, take in the crisp mountain air, and appreciate the incredible landscapes that make this region of Norway so unique. After an amazing cruise through the Geiranger Fjord, we arrived in the quiet village of Hellesylt. From there, we started our drive back to Loen, taking a different and equally scenic route. The journey was beautiful, with winding roads, peaceful lakes, and waterfalls along the way. We passed through calm valleys and small villages, enjoying the changing landscapes as we drove. Loen is a charming village in western Norway, surrounded by towering mountains, deep blue lakes, and stunning glaciers. With its peaceful atmosphere and dramatic natural beauty, Loen is a perfect base for exploring the region's outdoor wonders. On day 5, we set off early from the lovely house of Mattis in Innvik, ready for a new adventure. Our journey to the world-famous Atlantic Ocean Road took us on a stunning 5-hour drive, winding through majestic mountains, crossing peaceful fjords, and boarding a couple of ferries along the way. Every part of the route felt like a scenic masterpiece, building up to one of Norway's most iconic coastal experiences. Atlantic Ocean Road is one of Norway's most spectacular drives, stretching across a series of small islands and skerries connected by 8 dramatic bridges. Winding along the edge of the ocean, this engineering marvel offers stunning views of the open sea, rugged coastline, and crashing waves, especially on windy days. It's not just a road, but a true experience where nature and design come together in the most breathtaking way. Officially opened in 1989, the road is part of Norwegian National Route 64 and has since become a must-visit destination for travelers seeking dramatic scenery and unique photo opportunities. Along the route, you'll find designated viewpoints, fishing spots, and rest areas where you can stop and take in the raw power of the ocean and the beauty of the surrounding landscape. Whether you're driving, walking, or simply soaking in the views, the Atlantic Ocean Road is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that showcases the very best of Norway's coastal charm. Storsundset Bridge is the most iconic and dramatic of all the bridges on the Atlantic Ocean Road. Known for its unique, curved shape that creates an optical illusion, especially when viewed from certain angles, it almost looks like the bridge suddenly drops off into the ocean. Stretching 260 meters in length, it gracefully arches over the sea, connecting the islands of Averøy and mainland Norway. Driving across it feels like gliding over the edge of the world, with waves crashing below and stunning ocean views all around. It's not just a feat of engineering, but a true highlight of the Atlantic Ocean Road experience. Around 10 in the evening, we arrived at our beautiful and prestigious stay in Kristiansand. One thing that truly amazed us was how the daylight lingered well past midnight, painting the sky in soft hues and never fully giving way to darkness. Experiencing the magic of Norway's endless summer light made the evening feel even more special and surreal. We had the pleasure of staying in a prestigious and truly memorable place in Kristiansand, a 100-year-old heritage villa owned by the lovely Annika. The villa was filled with charm and character, beautifully adorned with antique decor that gave every room a timeless elegance. It was a perfect blend of history and luxury, making it an unforgettable place to spend the night. The property featured a spacious, winding garden with a cozy hammock for relaxing, and a serene lake flowing gently behind the villa. To our delight, Annika had provided kayaks, and Erendum and Ria had a fantastic time paddling across the calm waters, exploring every corner of the lake. A heartfelt thank you to Annika for sharing your prestigious and historic home with us. It was a truly magical stay and a highlight of our journey. On day 6, we woke up feeling refreshed and set out on one of the longest stretches of our journey, heading further north into the heart of Norway. This leg took us nearly 12 hours, including multiple pit stops along the way. The first part of the drive led us through winding mountain roads and serene valleys, covering about 200 kilometers of scenic beauty before we joined the E6 highway, the main route through northern Norway. Until now, we had been cruising along at a maximum speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour, but on the E6, we finally got a bit of a break, comfortably driving at 110 to 120 kilometers per hour. That change in pace made the long journey a little easier and smoother. With 3 of us taking turns behind the wheel, we kept the momentum going, supporting each other to stay alert and energized. The road itself was a treat, lined with vibrant purple wildflowers and the occasional group of curious cows that seemed to welcome us along the way. We even made a spontaneous stop at a peaceful spot to catch the sunset, bathing the landscape in golden light. We finally reached our stay between 1 and 2 a.m., but to our amazement, the sky was still bright. There's no darkness this far north in summer, just endless daylight, adding a magical touch to this long and unforgettable day. On day 7, we woke up around 9 a.m. at Aspnes Camping, a simple yet cozy campsite where we had stopped for a quick overnight rest. After a light breakfast and a bit of fresh morning air, we packed up and continued our journey north, setting our sights on the iconic Arctic Circle Center. Arctic Circle Center in Norway is a unique landmark located on the Saltfjellet mountain plateau, marking the exact point where you cross into the Arctic region. It features a souvenir shop, exhibitions, and a cozy cafe, making it a great place to take a break and snap a memorable photo at the Arctic Circle line. We reached Bodo right on schedule, boarded the ferry without hassle, and began our longest ferry ride yet, a scenic 3.5-hour journey across the sea to the magical Lofoten Islands. We had pre-booked our ferry tickets from Bodo to Moskines, which made this part of our journey much smoother and more organized. By planning ahead, we avoided the usual 2 to 3 hour wait in long queues, saving both time and energy. The ferry from Bodo to Moskines was a comfortable and relaxing experience, with plenty of seating to unwind during the journey. As we approached Lofoten, the view became absolutely breathtaking. The towering, jagged peaks rising from the sea looked truly majestic. For a moment, it felt like a scene straight out of a movie, almost like the iconic island reveal from Jurassic Park. A surreal and cinematic welcome to the magical Lofoten Islands. We arrived in the Lofoten Islands around 10 in the evening, and the moment we stepped off the ferry, the landscape felt absolutely magical, like something out of a dream. With endless daylight still casting a soft glow over the mountains and sea, we drove our van off the ferry and began our journey toward our stay for the night, eager to explore more of this stunning Arctic paradise. Although it was already late and time to check in, the magical beauty of the surroundings wouldn't let us pass by so easily. We couldn't resist making a short stop at the stunning village of Reine. Its charm was simply too captivating to drive past. Reine is one of the most picturesque villages in all of Norway, nestled among dramatic peaks and surrounded by crystal-clear waters. With its iconic red cabins, peaceful harbor, and breathtaking views in every direction, it feels like a scene straight out of a postcard. Even a quick stop here leaves a lasting impression. Our stay was located in the heart of Lofoten, in a charming little village called Ballstad. But after leaving Reine, with a heavy heart and not quite ready to move on, we couldn't resist taking yet another detour near Flakstadbreen. This bridge stood out with its impressive architectural design, blending beautifully into the dramatic landscape. As we continued along the route, we stumbled upon a fascinating sight. Two mountains facing each other so closely, it looked as if two giant T-Rexes were about to clash. Nature's creativity truly knows no bounds in this part of the world. As we continued our drive through the quiet, untouched landscapes of Lofoten, we were lucky enough to spot a wild, giant moose standing majestically by the roadside. It paused for a moment, calmly watching us as we passed by, almost as if it were silently acknowledging our presence. Seeing such a powerful creature in its natural habitat was both thrilling and humbling, a rare and unforgettable moment in the wild beauty of Norway. By 12:30 midnight, we finally arrived at our beautiful stay in Ballstad, a peaceful fishing village tucked away in the heart of Lofoten. Even at that hour, the sky was glowing with the soft golden light of the midnight sun, creating a surreal and magical atmosphere that words can hardly describe. Ballstad is one of the oldest and most authentic fishing villages in Lofoten, known for its scenic harbor, traditional red rohrbuer cabins, and stunning mountain backdrops. Surrounded by dramatic peaks and open sea, the village perfectly blends quiet coastal charm with raw Arctic beauty. It was the perfect place to unwind, soak in the views, and truly feel the magic of northern Norway. We woke up a bit late, but in Lofoten, time truly slows down, and with 24 hours of daylight, there's no rush at all. Our day began with our very first hike in the islands, Hollandsmolen. Nestled just outside of Leknes, Hollandsmolen is a relatively easy and family-friendly trail, but don't let that fool you. The views from the top are absolutely stunning. After a night of rainfall, the trail was wet and a little mushy, making our walk through the forest feel like a true adventure. We trekked through soft, moss-covered ground, surrounded by the scent of damp pine and fresh mountain air. As we gradually climbed up, the landscape began to open up, revealing panoramic views of the surrounding fjords, scattered villages, and the vast Norwegian Sea in the distance. It was the perfect way to start our day, peaceful, refreshing, and a reminder of how connected you feel to nature while exploring Lofoten. Next, we made our way to the stunning Haukland Beach, one of the most beautiful and iconic beaches in all of Lofoten. With its soft white sands, vibrant green-tinted waters, and dramatic mountain backdrops, Haukland looks more like a scene from a postcard than a beach in the Arctic. The water was crystal clear, glowing in shades of green under the soft daylight, and the contrast between the calm sea and rugged peaks was simply mesmerizing. We didn't go for a swim, but spent some peaceful time taking in the cool breeze and the breathtaking scenery. Haukland Beach truly feels like a hidden gem where nature's colors come alive. As we stood by the shore, we noticed several tiny, island-like bumps rising gently from the sea, almost like magical formations scattered across the water. They looked surreal, as if plucked straight from a fantasy film, surrounded by shimmering bluish waters. Next, we arrived in the charming fishing village of Henningsvær, often referred to as the Venice of Lofoten because of its unique layout, spread across small islands, connected by bridges, and framed by towering mountains and the open sea. The village is famous not only for its colorful homes, cozy cafes, and vibrant art galleries, but also for one of the most scenic football fields in the world. Perched dramatically on a rocky islet surrounded by the sea, the Henningsvaer football ground is a breathtaking sight. It's not just a place to play, but a symbol of how nature and community come together in the most extraordinary way. Next, we made a quick stop in Svolvær, the vibrant hub of Lofoten, where we grabbed a much-needed dinner after a long, adventure-filled day. Though it was already 10:30 p.m., the soft glow of the midnight sun still lit the sky. Tired but fulfilled, we wrapped up the day and headed back to our stay in Ballstad for a well-earned rest. The next day, we made a stop at Ramberg Beach, a stunning stretch of soft white sand and crystal-clear green waters that looks almost too beautiful to be real. Set against the backdrop of rugged mountains, it's one of Lofoten's most picturesque beaches. However, it was incredibly windy when we visited, with strong gusts sweeping across the shoreline, so we couldn't stay for long. Our next stop was one of the most iconic and rewarding experiences in Lofoten, the Reinebringen hike. As they say, Norway is not for ass sitting in Lofoten, and this was the day we truly lived by that quote. Despite the challenge ahead, we gathered our courage and began the climb up what is considered one of Norway's most majestic viewpoints. The trail includes over 2,000 stone steps, masterfully constructed by skilled Sherpas from Nepal to help manage erosion and provide a safer route to the summit. The hike is steep and demanding, and as we ascended higher, the strong winds felt like they could lift us off the mountain. But the kids kept us going with their excitement and energy, pushing us to keep climbing. After nearly 3 hours of uphill trekking, we finally reached the summit, and the view was nothing short of breathtaking. The dramatic panorama of Jordan, with the charming fishing village of Reine nestled among jagged peaks and turquoise waters, made every step worth it. The descent took us about an hour, and by the time we made it back down, we felt like we had accomplished something truly incredible. This wasn't just a hike. It was a memory etched into our journey, a reminder of the power of nature, perseverance, and a little family teamwork. Today marked our final day in the magical Lofoten Islands. We took things slow, had fun soaking together in the hot water tub, and enjoyed the peaceful vibes one last time before packing up. A big thanks to the kind owner of Villa Havgapet for graciously letting us extend our checkout, giving us a few extra hours to truly appreciate this beautiful place before saying goodbye. After our stop at Anita's Seafood Bar, where monkfish heads dangled in the sea breeze and the story of the shop was written on the walls, we continued our journey to the village of A. Yes, it's really called A, just a single letter, but packed with character. This is one of the last stops along the iconic E10 highway through the Lofoten Islands, and it feels like the edge of the world. A is a traditional fishing village, where time seems to slow down. Red wooden roerbuer, those classic fishermen's cabins, perch along the shoreline, backed by towering cliffs and facing the wild Norwegian Sea. The smell of salt and dried cod fills the air, and the rhythm of the sea is ever present. For one last time on this unforgettable trip, we return to the beautiful village of Reine, this time for dinner at the cozy Tapperiet Bistro. The food, the atmosphere, and the view made it the perfect way to wrap up our Lofoten adventure. Later that night, around 11:30 p.m., we boarded the final ferry back toward Bodo. With gentle waves rocking the boat and the Arctic night outside, we caught a few hours of light sleep during the 3-hour journey. Lofoten left us in awe, an experience that felt truly out of this world. We arrived at the Bodo ferry terminal around 3 a.m. From there, the three of us took turns behind the wheel for what turned out to be the longest drive of our entire trip, an epic 800-kilometer journey through Norway's breathtaking landscapes. After 12 hours on the road, we finally reached Haukland camping in Rennebu by 3 p.m., exhausted, but carrying with us unforgettable memories from the road. Haukland camping turned out to be a lovely spot to unwind. The kids had a great time at the play area, and the peaceful surroundings made it the perfect place to relax. After a long day on the road, we enjoyed a quiet evening and a restful night's sleep under the calm Norwegian sky. Today marked the final day of our incredible journey. We left Haukland camping in the morning and made our way to Oslo Airport, arriving right on time for our flight back home. As we boarded the plane, we couldn't help but reflect on the unforgettable moments, breathtaking landscapes, and memories that will stay with us forever. It truly was a trip of a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you in the next one.